This is the Fierce Heart Alliance. Our focus is spirituality with purpose, exquisite self-care, and conscious community. Hi, I'm Summer Sophia Moon, and I've come here to heal myself and chew bubblegum. And guess what? I'm all out of bubblegum. So join me and my special guests as we share and learn how to love ourselves fiercely through self-care and explore the wisdom of the harmonic virtues. These virtues are based on the laws of the universe and channeled wisdom to cultivate more resiliency, purpose, and harmony through self-care and self-awareness. By listening, you are now a fierce heart too. Welcome to the Fierce Heart Alliance. Before I begin today's topic, I'd like to say thank you to our listeners and our subscribers. You're always welcome here. We'd like to honor the indigenous peoples whose land we reside. Thank you for showing us how to be in harmony with Mother Earth. Thank you to the ancestors and spirit guides and friends who are assisting us here today. May these words be a force for good and timelessly infused with light and held in the frequency of rose quartz to spread healing and peace in the world around us. If there's any words left unsaid, we trust in spirit to make things right and let it gently ease into our consciousness as necessary for understanding in our own time and in our own way for the highest and most benevolent outcomes for all. And so it is. Thank you. Hey, Fierce Hearts. Today is the second part of our integration for the virtue of rhythm. Rhythm is located on the inner level of the harmonic virtues called the metaphysical level, which are the building blocks of consciousness. Virtues are lessons that can impact our everyday life and relationships. They're ever evolving, ever shifting, and developing as we mature. And like a beautiful garden, they require some tending and some management to keep healthy and vibrant. Today is the second part of the integration for the virtue of rhythm, and typically it's only one episode, but there's so much to the virtue of rhythm that I thought it would be best to separate them, and today I'm going to be sharing the channeling I received. Quote, "Yes, hello, we are speaking to you about the law of rhythm and cycles. Oh, so important. We need cycles to help give space for transformation. It would be too much to ask to go from point A to point Z immediately. What kind of lesson would be had? What kind of learning can be had with that? We need rhythm and cycles to help undulate our transformation along the direction of point A to point Z. Notice we did not say linear path because rhythm is not linear. There are ups and downs. There is movement. No rhythm, no motion. No motion, no life. There is a deep beauty and richness in rhythm. She is a teacher of many, and her lessons touch the heart of those who hear her. Are you listening? She is the muse of many artists, poets, dancers, and the like. She evokes that which resides deep inside you. She is the catalyst of change. She beckons you to move your mouth, to stimulate your vocal cords, and to move your muscles, your bones, and your body. She courses through your veins and pumps through your heart. She is life in essence. She is with you to usher you through from point A to point Z. Along the way, you are initiated into different phases of your life. Do you feel lonely or isolated? Rhythm is there, always. As long as you breathe, she is there in your breath and in your pulse. You are never alone. Your rhythm beats and pulses and vibrates and sends out vibration outside of you, so you can vibrate with the world around you. Such a beautiful thing. You see how you are connected to everything? Life is the gift of rhythm, and rhythm is the gift of life. One is not complete without the other." End quote. When I wrote the prior episode, I felt pretty satisfied. I thought it was a channeling of its own because of all the inspiration that poured out with different types of rhythm in our lives. And then I got this channeling. When tuning into the message, I was left with this juicy sense of inspiration that was just beyond my reach, with this essence of motion and fluidity, and it just made me want more and more. And I never know what they're going to say, and when I got this message, I was stunned. I've never thought of rhythm like this and just how intrinsic rhythm is to us. It's very interesting that they speak about the rhythm of our heart and our pulse and how that sends out a vibration to connect with the world around us. The Heart Math Institute is a nonprofit organization that has been studying what's called heart coherence for the past 30 years. They provide tools and meditations to help tune into this frequency that emanates from our heart. I've heard reports of this frequency being found up to 4 feet away from a person. That's pretty incredible. This frequency is the energy we're putting out into the world all the time. So it begs the question, what kind of vibe do we want to put out there? And what are we putting out there? Also, how beautiful to think of rhythm as a goddess or a guardian angel type figure that is with us all the time, who escorts us in daily life. And it's so true that our paths are not linear. We can have a certain intention for the direction of our lives, and then circumstances happen. We have ups, we have downs, and it can take us in unexpected directions that might seem like setbacks or possibly even leaps forward. But it's still our path to walk, and it's still our personal journey to learn from. When I first started this journey of working with my guides, I wanted all the information right now, and I wanted to learn all the things. And I know this is true for many people who embark on their spiritual or self-development path, and there's this deep hunger to have all the information right now. And I was informed by my guides that this is a process of learning for everyone. If we were to learn everything we know right now as babies, our heads would explode. Our nervous system wouldn't be able to handle it, and we would surely be in overwhelm. We need to learn as we grow and develop. And the virtue of rhythm reminds us of that it's a process and all in good time. As we learn with the future episode of the virtue of wisdom, even though we have the information, that doesn't exactly mean that we have learned the lesson in order to apply it as wisdom. Finally, that the journey is about learning along the way while we're here, and not to focus on the end goal, but to enjoy the journey towards the destination, and that rhythm and cycles help lead us along our path of that learning. Well, that's our episode for this week. Please like and subscribe. It helps this podcast more than you know, and you can follow the Fierce Heart Alliance on Facebook and Instagram for weekly inspiration. Check out our website at www.fierceheartalliance.com to get your free guide to work with the harmonic virtues yourself. Next week is our self-care episode with Melanie Birdsong. Take care, Fierce Hearts. Till next time.